Hey guys, welcome back to the Devlog. In the previous video I worked on the basic components of the competition system, but in this video I'm going to go a little bit further. So I will add some new features, do some minor changes here and there, and yeah, that's it. So hope you'll enjoy the video and let's jump into it. Okay, so the first thing that I did was to add a new cutoff system. So basically I went to the backend and then I wrote this one line, and now we have a new field to store our cutoff. So the cutoff will be in seconds, so you have to specify it in the front end in seconds. So I went to the front end, I made a new field cutoff, which you can specify if you want to. So yeah, the cutoff can be null or it can be any real number or any floating point number. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, now it works properly. Now you can add a new cutoff if you want to, and if you leave the field empty, it will store a null value in the cutoff. Then I started to work on my timer component so that if an event has a cutoff and your first two solves doesn't meet the cutoff, then you have been cut off. You are done. You cannot compete anymore in that event, and your average or result will be a DNF. Okay, so now it's time to make the system so that you can move to next round. So as we all know, we all want to go to the next round. Only a top X amount of people will go to the next round. So I have to make the system so that I can sort out the people who are the top X amount of people, and then they will be allowed, only they will be allowed to go to the next round and compete in the next round. So again, I've created a new field in my database which you can specify while you are creating the competition about like how many people will go to the next round. Then in the backend, I will take all the submissions of a certain event, and then I will sort it out, and then I will take only the first X amount of people that you specified to make them eligible for the next round, and then I'll send this data to the front end. Then in the front end I can run a few if statements to make sure that you can only compete if you are among those X amount of people. And to be fair, this system seems really simple, and it is, but the implementation of this system was absolute mess. But hey, someone has to do some sacrifices for the betterment of the community, so yeah. Now it's time to work on the rankings. So you can only see the ranking of a certain event if that event is done. So in the backend, I wrote a function so that I can retrieve the data from the database and then sort them out according to the results, and then I can send the data to the front end. Now it was simple in my mind, but it wasn't simple in the execution. But yeah, I finally made it. Oh no, look at that. There are too many red lines indicating errors. This must be a big giant red flag. Okay, so after this hell of a struggle that I went through, I finally sent the data to my front end, and then in the front end I just created a new table and I showed the data. I mean, that's it. That's simple, man. What can you expect from me? But you definitely don't want to see the times of a person like this. So I wrote another function in the front end so that I can take those times, take the submissions, and then I can format them according to what they are, what we are used to see. And then now it works perfectly. As you can see, I have specified the +2 here, I have specified the DNF here. That's all I have now, and yeah. So there you have it. Now I finally need to take a break from this portion of the software because it's been so mentally demanding, to be honest, and I just want to take a break from at least this portion of the software and do something that isn't that much mentally demanding. And I want to specify one thing very clearly, that since I am the only user of the software right now, there's no real way to make sure that the ranking system or the moving to the next round system actually works, because I'm the only one. I mean, even if I get a DNF, I will still end up in the number 1 position, so that doesn't help at all. But I think that's enough for this video, and I can work on that in the later, and I will work on that in the later, to be honest, because I have a lot of things in my mind right now that I can add later on. But now I really need to take a break So yeah, that's all for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to the channel and share it with your friends if you want to. And yeah, that's all. See you in the next video. Bye.